Hello, everyone. Jumping in as we're starting.
Purified it.
Yeah, we have to build our kingdom before we can actually restore the area.
Yep. And then you have to make a kingdom folklore check, which is one of your kingdom
Gotcha.
skills. Yep. But yep, all you found was Tristian, the bear, but it looks like there's nothing of value here, nothing magical except for the water in the pool.
Sorry, there's some dark spots on the map that I couldn't.
All right, move around to your heart's content.
Except up the stairs.
Well, that's because the stairs are broken, I think.
We
And
watched Tristian walk down them.
Well, if you really want to go, is that Fidget? Here, Fidget.
Oh,
There,
you
now
gonna throw
you're
me
up
up
the
there?
stairs. Yep.
And the shadows don't change.
Now the question is, what do we want to do next? You want to go back to the? Don't we have to report that we found the Temple of the Elk to somebody?
I mean, we can.
Yep. Yes, you don't have to do it immediately.
I was thinking inventory also. How are we doing on that? Or did we just sell out not too long ago?
I think we sold before we came here, didn't we?
I think so, because the pack horses were getting really full.
Correct.
So I think we kind of emptied things out.
Perfect.
Yeah, I thought we did. We don't have the horses on the map, so you can't check them right now.
You should be able to still get to them from the party sheet.
Oh yeah. Party sheet. Parties mounts.
Oh, the pack horse is on the map.
Oh no. Inventory. Not terribly full, but more stuff than I thought there was.
What time is it? 6:36. All right, we'll wait 4 more minutes and then we'll get started. By then I'll be done crunching on my cookie. Wow, Shimmy is here. Shimmy!
Shimmy, shimmy, cuckoo up.
Starfinder.
Yeah, I don't see him responding at all. He's still not showing online, so...
Yeah.
Wah, wah, wah.
I mean, he's had a good reason the last couple of times, but
Yeah.
unfortunately it is starting to become a thing.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. Some people are busy. They have a lot of stuff going on in their lives. And I leave all that stuff up to the group because we got 4 solid players that are here pretty much every time. So I don't necessarily mind having one that's not always here.
Yeah.
But you know, I know someone who's probably pretty hungry to get into a campaign right now. So, but anyway, that we can wait. We'll find out what's going on. Let's get
Yep.
Mike back down below. Get Fidget back down with his friends.
I have friends.
He has friends? Where are
He
they at?
does.
He has friends. They're multiplying.
Troy's got a good sense of humor. So you guys got to know Tristan. I'm trying to remember how well you got to know Tristan. Let me check.
I thought we were like
I think we got into friendly because
I think I was,
Mhm.
yeah. Don't we have it in a note somewhere?
I'm
Yeah, it's
looking
in
at
the journal.
scores. Yeah, it's in my scores here.
We can see it. You
Tristan,
can
you
see
got
it
three.
too.
You got 3 points with him,
which is fine.
which is fine. So he's not necessarily friendly, but I don't even have that book on me right now. Let's see. Let's open up the Kingmaker Companion Guide. God help me.
So I
Let's
think
see.
the plan had been to move to Hex 316, right?
I do not remember.
That might be it.
Hold on. Let me get that one up. I believe so, because that'll finish off this group
Mm-hmm.
going that direction.
Yeah, you have Tristan to friendly. So, but unless you specifically want him to stay with you, and I mean, you all know the game reason for this. You're the heroes. If I have a bunch of NPCs running around with you all the time, then they're doing half the work, and it's you can have as many NPCs as you want, but they get a share of the loot and the XP. So
Right.
I guess that's the question. What does Tristan want? Do we know
he's
which?
he's friendly, and
Right.
when you mention Jihad, the guy who wanted to see this place, he says,
Right.
"Oh, I've heard of him. I would love to meet him and be able to compare notes. I could fill him in on this area, what I've learned of it, while you continue doing what you do, and then we can all catch up when you're back in town
Over
Sounds
at
like a plan.
at Oleg's.
Oh,
Right
like
now,
Yeah.
Oleg's is kind of your base of operations. That's
Right.
where Miri's hanging out. That's where Lindsay's hanging out. All the Ekandayu's hanging out there. That's the idea is you kind of got a backlog of NPCs if you ever need them. They will eventually have quests for you. And then when they have a quest with you, they do travel with you during the quest. And there's only there's 4 of you or 5 of you? There's
5 total.
5. There's 8 positions in the kingdom whenever your kingdom goes live. So you'll need 3 people to fill in. In other words, you cannot leave a position blank. If you do, your kingdom suffers penalties on checks. So you'll want to have at least 3 of these NPCs filling roles in your government.
Right.
So they serve multiple functions, but not necessarily to just travel with you all the time, unless you really want that. So, like I thought Troy might be out tonight, in which case, if you wanted, we could have had Amiri travel with you because since he's your tank. But since he's here, that is unnecessary. So unless you guys want Tristan to travel with you for any reason, he'll probably head back to Oleg's.
Yeah, I would say Oleg's is a good place.
Yep, back to Oleg's makes sense.
All right. Well, in that case, we'll go back. It looks like most of us are already there, except for Altris and me. I'll go to the Stolen Lands map. Okay, so you can see where you are right now on the horse, and this does count as a reconnoitered square, I believe.
So I think we're going to go due west and do hex 3.16, like Mike said. And then depending on what happens there, we'll go down 1 to 417.
Okay. And it is a sunny day, but because it's difficult terrain, it takes you 2 actions to explore a hex. So I don't
Yeah.
know why it's looking rainy on here, but I'll turn
Did
the
we not have food? Or did I fail my check?
Well, we already did the overnight, so you did your camping and everything.
I know, but usually I make the fish on a stick, which keeps us from being fatigued.
Oh, I didn't put that in my notes, I don't think. I leave that up to you guys.
I don't think we actually camped, so I don't think we did that.
Well, let's look. We can
Oh, that's
scroll.
right. We didn't
Yeah, I'm
technically camp,
scrolling
we
up,
just
and the
stayed
last thing I see is the fight.
Yep.
And be after from
Yeah.
before we
We didn't yeah, I guess you guys didn't camp. You just stayed the night there
we
normal.
just rested. Yeah. We rested in a safe place.
Probably because the game was running late and we didn't have time to do the full camping thing.
Yeah.
So if you guys want, we can go back and do that real quick, but
No, it's okay.
we'll just assume that everything is normal. So let me turn off. I don't know why it's raining on this map, but probably because the special effects weren't working right. But
Because we wanted Tim to be singing in the rain.
I'm singing in the rain.
See?
Just singing in the rain.
all right, so you will move to the next square. I assume you will be doing a little bit of reconnoitering as well.
A
Yep,
little
yep.
recon.
So I'll go ahead and mark it as reconnoitered. You will move into it. It takes you all day. Let's go ahead and do a check. I'll do a check real quick for a random encounter. Let's see. You guys are still in the green belt. The day goes uneventfully. You do not have any random encounters. Let's see. So as you guys are exploring, there's nothing hidden, no reason for you to make a check. But you see two hot springs bubble at the source of the Skunk River, filling the surrounding area with a distinctive odor of rotten eggs. Despite the smell, the hot springs are rather pleasant to relax in. The springs overflow into the surrounding valley, forming a broad, swampy pond surrounding the source. So you've got a pond, a huge 150-foot diameter pond, pretty close to the center of this thing. But otherwise, you're not seeing anything really unusual. It's just normal woods.
Let me see something.
Time for a bath, shower, relaxation for a little bit.
It's
Even though
possible.
it's even though
Yeah,
we
since we got
snow,
a
you
camp,
might.
we might as well check it out here.
Yep.
We'll do a little dance. We'll make a little love. We'll get down tonight.
It smells like rotten eggs. Sweet.
Sulphur hot springs. Chuck would know about those.
Yes. Let's see. What was that check for? Oh, river lore.
Mm-hmm.
You do know that, of course, anytime there's a water source, a lot of times these things are popular with predator and prey that like to come down to these places. Let's
Right.
see. What's this? That's under hex encounters.
I'm
Oh,
just trying
cool.
to determine if we should
Perfect.
look closer at the hot springs to make sure we don't have an unsafe area in the kingdom.
I actually do have a map for this.
Oh,
Wow.
look at that.
It's actually used for another encounter in another hex, but it'll work for this one as well. Let's see. Let me. Let me do what I need to do. Let's see.
Have you sent the map over yet? Or are you still working on it?
I'm working on it.
Okay, just wanted to make sure that my black screen was supposed to be a black screen.
Yeah,
It is.
because we don't have a token on the map yet. That part I'm getting used to.
So when you go to when you go to explore, you taking your mounts with you? Do you dismount?
I would dismount because it's a boggy area.
All right. Let's see.
I wouldn't want my little riding pony to have anything bad happen to it.
You guys should be able to see the map now.
We do. It's a pretty cool map.
All right. And you can see the pond is down below there. Tim's corgi is usually with him, I think.
Yes, because I actually write it. It's a familiar.
Do we need any of the other mounts on the map or no?
No.
No.
Okay.
Negative.
All right.
No.
Not unless you have creatures that might attack, in which case
Now
we would
Piplock
have to
has a
defend him.
riding. He has a riding dog, but I'll assume that he's not.
He's not actually right. It's not a familiar. It's not a war dog or nothing like that.
Yeah, we're setting up to already camp, but we're checking out the pond and everything first
Yep.
before we
cool.
actually set up camp.
All right.
So
Awful
we're-
lot
we
of
would probably
fallen
always-
trees.
Assume we can
Awful
get
lot of-
across this river by walking across that tree.
You could get
Probably.
across the little river, but the pond itself is pretty big. It's 150 feet.
Sure.
And you figure it probably gets pretty deep.
And where's the hot springs?
Well, the hot springs is. I don't know where the hot springs. I don't think the pond is necessarily the hot springs.
Okay.
I'm just using a different map, so I don't think the hot springs
Okay,
are actually
it's
on the
usually
map.
like a section of it, so we'll assume it's
I'll just
over in
draw
one
a
of the
couple.
coves by one of the trees that's down.
I'll drop. There's like one of the hot springs right there. We'll assume that's the hot springs. How's that?
Sure.
Sounds good.
There you go.
Do these trees look like they were cut down or like they just naturally fell down?
They certainly look like they've been cut down.
Well, just imagine. I probably should have used a different map because that has to do with the map that this is actually for. So,
Okay.
Right.
Oh, okay, then we'll ignore it and assume
Sorry,
that it's
I thought this was the map that
no,
you were talking.
I thought it was too, and then I saw there's some tokens already here, and then I saw there was a little text block that's built into it, and I'm like, oh, this is that encounter, which you guys may actually have tonight. But no, but it still works. It's a pond. It's
Yep.
a big,
Yeah.
150-foot pond, so it works perfectly for my uses. So
All good.
yep, just
Beavers nod them down.
there's no cut trees. Just assume those are regular trees.
Regular trees. No. Yeah. No. If we wanted
No
to
worries.
across the river, we could do it with no problem from the north. If we wanted to go by to the west. Yeah, I'd say take a good half hour, and clean up and continue on.
explore the waterway, make sure there's nothing living in it that's going to attack us in the night.
Exactly.
And while you're doing that, discover that there is. The raven gets close to the water, something comes out of the water to feed him.
I'm sure Julie.
Well,
would have
Cajun
been
Tuna,
closer
I
to
enjoy
us,
having you here as
Chuck, so
well.
I know she was probably not moving.
And thank you for the continued support.
Whoa.
Yeah, I would have been.
Damn it. I've got all of you selected for initiatives. So I move one of you, I move all of you. Let's.
Mhm.
Okay, right.
We're just going to assume that I'm down in between everybody.
Yeah, there you go.
Broadcast and-
Perfect.
There
Perfect.
you go.
As Chuck throws us all in the pond.
Yep. That's where you all belong.
Sorry, I got a swim speed is 0.
I have a decent athletics, so
Ribbit. They're gonna eat my corgi!
Two of these come out of the water, and they are basically man-sized frogs,
oh my god.
and they want to eat you. Here we go. Raven, you happen to be first, Mike.
Thank God, because I'm a little thing with wings next to a gigantic man-sized frog. I think I'd like to
Run
move.
away, run away, run away.
Oh, that should have moved both of us. And then I will go ahead and target one of them. And I will cast
wants to
a
eat you.
spell.
This is a trivial encounter. Ray of
Ooh.
Frost. Oh, God.
Frosty frog legs.
That is a hit by 0.
Ooh, and a nice ice.
Quick question: do you guys all have 1 hero point?
Did we do
I
hero
have
point?
3.
I have-
we did
yeah,
not
I have-
reset them.
Okay, because I don't have
So,
any. That's why I'm
reset
asking.
to 1.
No, everyone's been reset to 1.
Perfect. Thank you, sir.
Ta-da! Good looking
And
out, Troy.
timer's been started. All right, that was a hit. It takes 11. God, I love how it fades. And I believe he also. Oh, it's only on a critical success that you take the 10-foot penalty, by the way.
Correct.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, because I think we've always been doing it on a regular hit or a critical hit, but
I
there's
haven't.
that. Well,
I don't think so because it says right in there
Might have
that
done
it's
it.
under the critical.
We
I
might have
think
done it
I've
on
been
the other
doing it.
game. Right.
Yeah. May
Oh,
not be the
and-
characters, it may be me, but no one's told me
and
not
turn.
to either. So, all right. Oh, it's his turn. Well, the cute little flying thing is gone that he really wanted to eat. Let's see.
Oh, lash that tongue out and wrap up that little winged creature.
That shit
My
looked-
corgi will bark at you.
Let's see. He's a little bit too far, so
Which way did he go, George? Which way did he go?
he'll move there.
This was the one time I really wanted to go before him.
And he's going for the smallest thing that's within reach.
That's me.
Yep.
Or Picklock. One of us.
Yeah,
I don't know who's
you're-
smaller.
Well, I don't know if it's true, but your token looks smaller, so
Yeah.
he's going for the smaller token. He's going to shoot his tongue out.
I am a gnome, so.
What a great way to start a game. Let's see.
Yep, that was
You are a
bad start.
Ganame. Ganame.
Well,
Yeah,
the
right.
difference for you is the tongue does not do physical damage. The creature hit by the giant frog's
bad
tongue
news
becomes
is-
grabbed. The creature isn't immobilized. So, of all the times for me to roll a crit,
Yep.
I get no benefit for it. You aren't immobilized, but you can't move beyond the reach of the frog's tongue, which is 15 feet.
Okay.
This deals no damage. And then, okay, so that's, well, the tongue grab. Let's see. Oh, the jaws also have a grab, but the tongue grab is automatic. He doesn't have to make it.
Right.
And I believe he can make an
Sticky tongue.
athletics check against you to try to reel you in.
That makes sense.
So he will try to reel you in. Let's see.
Pull some fire into that belly. Come on, Toad.
Let's see. It's probably if he's trying to pull you against your will.
I would assume it's athletics.
Athletics. Yep.
Well, it is
Ooh,
athletics,
frog
but
legs for dinner.
I have to determine if it's against your reflex save DC or against your fortitude save DC. Probably
Wouldn't it just be hit?
reflex.
Wouldn't you just target me and do an athletics?
I do, but I have to have a DC. I have to have a number to
Oh,
roll that
oh,
athletics
oh.
check against.
Yeah, you may have a plus
Sorry.
11, but that's not your DC, right?
Yeah.
Got it.
Let's see. I don't think that's high enough. He only rolled a 15, and your reflex is +8, and your fortitude's +11.
Yeah.
So either way, he would at least need to roll an 18. So he does not pull you in. Let's see. Sticky feet. Well, that sucks. He can't pull you in, so he'll spend the rest of his move getting close enough to try to bite you next round.
Got it.
Picklock.
All right. And I'm running Picklock.
Oh, good. Okay, then I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, because I have permissions for it, so I figured I may as well.
Mhm.
So
Crossbow.
in keeping with what he normally does, he will do the draw the heavy crossbow, the 1-shot, 1-kill.
Doesn't he normally just walk up to the monster and expose his throat and say, "Bite me"?
Yes, that's exactly what he
Thought
does.
walked up and dropped trow and said, "Bite me."
Ooh, that would be cool. That looks like a hit by 3. And that he takes the damage. Takes
All
5
right.
points of damage. What
All
ails
right.
him?
He will drop the heavy crossbow. Draw the crossbow. And oh, that should be a two-handed
And I
grip.
believe he's got quick draw. So.
He does.
Fire at will. Yes, he does.
Ooh,
This
look at
is
that.
exactly what he does.
And
so-
that's a miss.
That is a miss.
So he's going to go ahead and just take the rest of his turn to pick up the heavy crossbow so he doesn't leave it anywhere and end his turn.
It's Fidget.
It is I. I will tell Judalyn to back up a little bit, and then I'm going to back up a little bit. And I am going to do something. Oh, maybe I can't because I had to move. I wasn't planning on moving. So, all right. Well, we will blast away, I think. See how his tongue likes fire.
Spicy.
Mm-hmm.
That is a hit.
That would be 11 fire damage.
All right. I will do the damage to him. He takes it. He
Yep.
burns.
And that was 2 actions and a move. That ends my turn.
And you stay within the. Oh, wait a minute.
Yep, I only backed up 10 feet. You said I could move 15 feet.
Well, as long as you're not more than 15 feet away from him. Let's see.
Yeah. He was
Okay.
right next to me, so he should be 15 feet, right?
Yeah, that's right. The squares are bigger than I realized. I can barely see the squares on this map. All
I
right.
can't see him. I just know I used the arrow key because I couldn't tell how far I was moving.
All right, Judy Lynn.
Move first.
Needle dart, needle dart.
Absolutely.
Calm down with the needle dart touch. We don't want her to think she's a one-trick pony.
Instead, we
I
want her to
am.
think she's a
Oh,
two-trick pony.
I would never refer to them as a trick or a pony. Oh, that's a good sound.
Yeah, that sounds like a critical hit to me. I didn't see if there was a graphic or not, but
Double damage and 2 bleed.
Targeted it.
yeah, she targeted it.
Okay.
It might have happened. I just wasn't looking when she first cast the spell. Or the spell itself may not yet have an animation.
Oh,
so
and
she
until you
didn't-
actually do damage, I think.
All right.
Yeah, I don't have a way to double it, so I guess
Nope,
I just
that's-
you'll just
spell-
double it.
That is correct.
Not bad.
18 plus 2 persistent bleed.
All right. Well,
I'm not
It
sure
doesn't-
he's going to be able to take 18. Yep.
yep, doesn't really matter.
Woohoo!
Well, we'll check the spell real quick to make sure it's. Oh, I have to look at it in the spell prep. Let's see. Needle darts. It does have a match, so it should have animation. So it might have done it, and I might have just missed it. All right, because I wasn't really looking until after I heard the sound. All right, the other one gets to
Hey,
go.
he looks like a dead guy, so that's all I care about.
This one's just going to move up and bite. since they noticed the last one's tongue didn't work very well. And you're close enough to the water, it doesn't really need to do it. All right, so he will bite.
Chomp.
And of course, I had the damn character sheet on top of you, so I didn't get to see.
We
That's
saw
a
the bite.
miss.
It was pretty
That's a
cool looking
miss.
bite.
There we go. First one missed, second one missed, so it's not going to get to grab you. Damn it. Critical miss. All right.
I like the biting animation though.
Dominic.
Get ready, Raven.
Don't be
You're next.
I mean, it is a trivial encounter, so I wasn't
Yeah.
expecting a lot.
Ray Shield.
You're level 3, they're level 1, so.
Mhm.
I know we feel overpowered against something in this game. Woohoo!
Well, you're supposed to be overpowered against some things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks like it does the swing, the animation on the actual attack, and it's really quick. I may need
Yeah.
to put a delay in there. That's a hit.
Minimum damage.
I know the feel.
Dun, dun, dun.
However, he is badly injured.
Don't worry.
This one must have already been hit by someone.
No, that was the first hit on that one.
What?
16 points.
Yeah, that was probably the one that I Ray of Frosted.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Raven, speak of the devil.
And he shall appear.
All right. Because they're little froggies, I was gonna try something a little different.
Ride him, cowboy.
Terrifier 3 trailer came out today, by the way.
Electric Arc.
For anyone that likes sick shit like that. Oh, are you going to get both Dominic and the frog?
Nope, just a frog.
All right, let's see. Let's see, we should see the
Ooh.
electricity. I think it actually doesn't go off until I make my
There it
save.
is.
Correct.
I failed, but did not critically fail, so I will take the damage. Ooh, he's still alive.
All right, and that's all I can really do, so.
All right. In that case, it's Picklock.
Get ready, Fidget. You're next.
What's Picklock gonna do?
Picklock. My guess is he will reload the crossbow and shoot.
No. He's going to, actually do something a little bit different.
Nice.
He's gonna take a piss.
He is going to
Something different.
draw his rapier,
And run away.
move in, and attack.
Look at him go.
That is a hit.
Brave Sir Picklock.
You ever notice that it lights up whether it's a damage, should be a crit, or a regular hit? I don't know if you guys see that, but I see a little box on damage, but not on crit. But if it's a crit, the little box shows up on crit. It's pretty cool.
Gotcha.
Yep, it is that. No one's poisoned or anything, so we will end.
Just have to clean some slimy tongue off my fine
A whole
duds.
32.
That sounds like a great weekend.
All right, and the
Too
frogs.
bad I don't have a recipe for frog's legs.
Frogs have no inherent loot, so I can just delete them.
They've got 4 legs each.
And you said you decided to make your camp here.
Correct.
Certainly.
Right
May
by
as
the hot
well.
springs.
Yeah.
So
I
there's your
say maybe
campfire.
between the hot springs and the pond.
There's your
Yep,
campfire.
yep.
I can move it anywhere on the map if
Would
you
you-
decide.
That sounds good right there. Yeah.
All right, you all will
Right there in
gather up,
Dominic.
and it is time for camping. Let me bring the camping macro.
Time
up.
for the party. Time for some of Judah Lynn's fine cooking.
Well, first, someone's got to prepare the campsite. That's a success. It's a serviceable spot. It's not crit, so no. It's just a good spot. So,
We'll take a good spot.
anyone else? Just try not to do them all at once. But
I'll do the performance.
you
Start
guys
giving my
try.
story time. Oh, look at that story time.
Right. It
I inspired my allies dramatically.
should automatically give it to you. Yep, there it is.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get rid of the grabbed and stuff. There we go.
All right. Who else?
Okay, I'll cook, but under rations, I mean, it's got consumables, but under consumed, it's got rations as 5, but it's red. What does that mean? Anything?
You don't have 5 rations on you. You gotta take them off the pack horse.
Ah,
Yes, that means it needs 5, but you don't have 5 available. So,
all right, I'll get them.
Fish on a stick. We're at a pond. It seems like a good place to make that.
did you apply the ingredients? Yes, you did. Good job.
Yeah, I gotta find the pack horse so I can.
The camping's going a lot quicker on my tabletop game, but not as fast as this one. Having this table where you can all just see and click on stuff is really helpful.
Yeah. This is a really cool sheet, whoever developed it.
Yep. This is not part of the official Kingmaker module. This is
Right. This
another
was an
module
add-on.
guy,
Yeah.
a guy created.
Yeah,
it.
you told us you had an add-on for it, and this is a really cool
Yep.
whoever did this.
If anybody else has anything to do, you can go ahead and do it while I'm getting stuff from the pack horse.
All right, pick lock.
We don't have anybody to do wilderness survival?
What?
Nope.
No.
Let's see. Do I have survival? I'm trained. I mean, I have a +5. Anybody have a better survival?
I don't even know what wilderness survival
I mean,
is. It must have been.
I'm in the 2 things I can be in, I think, so.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
you can only do 2 functions. That much I know.
Okay, and I think you're on.
someone.
All
Oh,
right,
that's
now I've
right.
got the
Ekanayu
ingredients.
gave you that ability, I believe.
Right, exactly, because I think that's just the actor itself. It can't be one of the PCs.
Oh.
I thought he could train it to people, but I'll double check real quick.
Okay.
Let's see. Ekanayu.
How do we drop somebody in there?
You just grab it from the side and drop it there. I
Ah,
gotta
okay.
see if only Ekandayu gives you that, or let's see.
Okay.
All right, I succeeded.
Cool. So I think I have to give
You
everyone.
are a success. Yeah, you have to give us the benefit.
Yep. There you go. Okay, where's the camping with Ekandayu thing? Let's see. Hold on.
Did you try to discover a special meal yet, Deb?
She can do that during the second watch or second part, right?
Yeah.
If she wants, but you got to remember there's only so many recipes.
Available for us to be only be in 3rd level.
I believe Ekandayu is the only one that can do camping, can do the
Wilderness
Survival.
survival.
wilderness survival. Yeah.
Okay. That's fair. I just saw the empty spot. And I'm like, I don't remember there being any empty spots before.
I don't think I can get rid of it either. I think,
It's all right.
yeah.
As long as we know it's supposed to be empty, I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I don't see any recipes that I can attempt to learn. There's nothing
Okay.
on the sheet.
Okay.
That's
All right.
fair.
I just thought that there was a spot for it, so.
Remember, you can't learn a recipe higher than twice the area, I think, or something like
Correct.
that. Discovers. Let's see. Discover. Let's see. Da, 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 da. Well, it's not saying that. But I could have swore that there
Yeah,
was
but
a
nothing's showing
requirement.
up because under Discover Special Meal,
Oh, there it says the recipe must be of a level equal to or less than the level of the zone you're camping in.
Correct.
I think you've already
Oh.
learned all the second level 2 ones.
I think so too, because otherwise, when I'm on cooking, if I click the down thing, it'll show me recipes I can try to learn, and there's nothing there.
Right. Level 0's hearty meal and jeweled rice. Level 1's fish on a stick and haggis. Level 2 is rice and nut pudding and shepherd's pie. So those are the only ones you could possibly know, and I think you already know all those.
Sounds good.
All right.
I don't have rice and nut pie.
Well, it's a level 2, and you got, well, let's see. I don't know what level the green belt is off the top of my head. Let's see.
That'll be something for another day. I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not
we
it's
can
not
work
a
on
big
it next
deal.
yeah.
I was just reviewing all the slots we have in here.
We'll see when you're in a higher zone if it gives you more options. I may have to add it to the list to make it possible, but that's okay. Let's not lose any time on it.
Yep.
What does fish on a stick do, though? Is that the one that gives you the extra hours?
Yeah.
Yep.
No, you don't get
we're not
fatigued.
fatigued.
Let's see. So yeah, you can go up to 18 hours. So even if as long as it's not a rainy day tomorrow, you can actually explore 2 hexes even in the forest. It's just you push into the night, right?
Right.
So let's see. Let's see if you have any encounters. The first check, if I do roll 1, it doesn't happen. Yep. So I rolled a 1, but it will not happen because of the camouflage. So the first encounter does not actually happen. I'll roll the second hour of the 4 hours of doing your special thing. Nothing happens. And at that point, things will get dark.
Hey, look at that. It's getting dark.
Third hour.
Nice beaver.
You guys want to move over to the campsite, or you guys want to
Look at
actually sleep there?
Dominic standing in the middle of the fire.
Damn straight. I want to see shit coming toward me.
And Judalyn is gonna dance in the fire.
All right. So the 4 hours go by while you're doing shit. Nothing happens. So now I'll just do one more check. Wow. So it is not cold. It is not raining, I don't think. Let's see. Or no, it says it is rainy. Did it start raining? God damn it. I guess they didn't fix that.
I like
And,
the rain. Doo 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 doo.
and apparently there's supposed to be a special hazard, but it's a level 6 hazard and you guys are only level 3, so I'm not going to do it. But it is a rainy day, so unfortunately, even with the extra sleep, you're only going to be able to do 1 hex. All right. So you guys going to do anything else here, or let's make it daytime?
Nope. I say go back to the stolen lands and move
Mhm.
over to our.
He's with me.
Who's with you?
The dog.
Ah,
My wife was yelling for him, but he's following me because I have pizza now.
goodness
Ah.
gracious.
So we're going southeast to hex 4.17.
Yes.
Perfect.
All right.
So we're following the river at this point.
All right. Let me close the camping sheet. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the hot springs.
And if we need any guidance or knowledge, I can try that. I have forest lore and river lore.
So you said you're going to 417?
Yep, the empty one kind of below us to the right.
All right, that'll be a reconnoiter too. Let's see. All right, let me mark it as reconnoitered. And you're going here. Let me get a description going. Ooh, this will be interesting. Okay, let's see. The ground slumps into a soggy mire, and a pair of ruined stone buildings jut from the ground. So you see a pair of stone buildings there, and let's see.
We will, of course, investigate.
Will you?
Nah, that's not what we do.
Let's see. Where's my cool maps at? Let's see. Hold on.
The ground slumps into a soggy mire, and a pair of ruined stone buildings step from the mire and cause you to tremble as they attack.
The damn buildings are attacking?
I hate it when the buildings attack.
Okay, I'm waiting for the map to fully load. It's at 98% and frozen. Here we go. All right.
Nope, I got it.
Let's move you all over here. Really bums me out that whatever we used to have that automatic functionality with the weather and it no longer seems to work. That's a bummer. All right, let's get the buildings on the map, because once again they didn't provide me with a map for this one, so we'll just say that. It's kind of marshy
Building
ground,
and building.
but there's a couple of buildings.
Okay, I'm sure we won't start
You're sure you're
that
what?
close. I'm sure we're not going to start that close. So I don't know if we want to back up a little bit, or get closer to each other. That's fine either way, but
I only see myself. I don't see anybody else. I'm colliding with walls. Apparently this tree is walls, Chuck. I can't get out of it.
You're stuck in a tree. If only there was a druid in the party that could help.
Right? Slackers. Now I'm out and I can see.
pick lock is okay.
Yeah.
That's better.
I say we go east and then go south. Toward that building there.
Yep.
Oh,
Sorry, I
wait a
didn't-
minute. There apparently is a map. Where the
Well, then
Hold on.
we won't go east and then come from the south or go south.
You got to look for Dora. she's got the map. It's the map, 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 it's the map.
She
It's
is
the map.
explorer after all.
Yes.
I'll have to remember to remove those squares later.
Of course, it's the same thing. Whoever thought Dora and Explorer rhymed with each other?
In
It's-
New York, they would rhyme.
It's not Dora the Explorer.
It would be
in
New York.
Boston,
Oh, come on,
Boston.
you're in
I'm
New
gonna say a
England. It's
Boston.
gotta be close.
Dora the Explorer.
All right, I got to get you guys on this map. Hang on. All right, let's see. Where's my party jib? There it is.
We're hiding.
And let's get the corgi. But the same thing I just described to you earlier, the same description. You got the two buildings. You can see the buildings in the woods.
Perfect.
South first or west first?
I would say, my opinion, go south and then go west. Yeah, exactly. And if we want to all move as a party, I don't know if Chuck can do that or just
It's not that big a map. You guys
Okay.
should be able to move.
Come on.
oh, there you go.
No reason to move the party sheet. But
Right. I don't see any doors as of yet, so say move 20 feet in.
something does not exist. I don't know what it is, but
See anything new here, or just continue on?
what do you mean?
I mean, is there anything I need? Okay. Nothing comes up? Nothing,
No, nothing's coming.
Triggers?
out.
Okay.
Let's see. Everyone can make like a listening-based perception check.
Make it blind.
Yes, dear.
How do you make a perception check that's not initiative?
Right.
On the front page of your character sheet, on the left side under perception, the little
Yeah.
the little
it's above
eyeball with the line
initiative,
through it.
right below your armor class.
and it's above initiative. You'll see there's
Yes.
a separate one for initiative.
Ah,
Someone
it's just
assumes
that
it's-
word perception is so big next to initiative.
Exactly.
That's what I
Right.
always see.
Or unless you're Troy and you assume you can use intimidation for every shot, every fight.
Absolutely.
He's like, I see blades of grass. I will intimidate them. Hi.
Raven and Fidget hear kind of like almost like a croaking sound, but a very guttural croaking sound coming from inside this building here.
I will pass along the word that I hear a guttural croaking sound coming from inside the building there.
Did it sound like that frog that wanted to eat you?
I don't know. I ran away from that frog.
I got licked by that frog. I didn't hear it croak.
But as you guys are exploring and you hear the croaking, suddenly you start hearing the word truce, truce, truce. And then you see something come running out of the building, and he looks kind of like this. Except that he's not attacking and he's not waving a weapon around. He's holding it both hands up. Is like, truce, truce.
Okay.
Okay. Truce it is.
And he's speaking in Taldane.
He is speaking in Taldane, but it's obvious not a language he knows very well. You can tell because he's having to sound out the word very carefully, like truce, truce.
But he
And
knows
then
the language and he's trying.
he starts babbling in a totally different language. I doubt if anyone knows it, but we'll see.
I doubt it.
Not even a little bit.
Not I.
So he kind of shakes his head and he makes a symbol like he's having trouble talking. And he goes, truce, me. And he kind of points to himself, Garum. Me, boggard. Me, boggard.
Well met, Garum. Me fidget.
And
Me, Malachite.
anyone who wants to try to identify him can try to target him and recall knowledge.
I can do that. I was just going to ask you if we could do that.
Absolutely. You don't always just recall knowledge in battle. Sometimes you can.
Yeah. Fidget tries to remember if they've heard something.
Actually,
Fidget, let's see. That society. Um,
not the corgi familiar. God bless.
so far, no one's getting an inkling of what he might be. No, Raven doesn't know either. None of you really know what race he is.
When
He's a
I try to
boggart.
click
He
on
said
him,
so.
it says that
Well, that could also be his name. I mean, but
mine says the GM has to roll it.
you shouldn't have to do that. You should be able to. Well, are you clicked on anything? Are you clicked on him? Do you have him targeted?
Yeah.
So you have him targeted, and are you using the basic macro?
Using the one under the actions tab.
Don't do that. Go down. I think we put the basic actions macro on your hotbar. Look on your hotbar and see if you have something that looks like an action symbol, like the diamond.
The only one down there is treat wounds.
Okay, I'm going to come back and show you real quick because this is going to save you a lot of time.
Yeah.
I'll be right back, guys. Hold on.
Think.
Yufka.
Yufka? Yufka.
That's what it said above Judalyn.
It sure did. Yufka.
Mine said think, and hers said Yufka.
Think. Oh, bother. Oh, my.
That's it, buddy. Hmm. No, thanks. So does anybody else have like a weird effect if they just mouse over the tree to the south of us?
Like the top of the tree disappears.
Yeah, and it's only that one tree. None of the other trees do that. Oh wait,
The one to the
yes,
south of that does.
this one does.
It looks
too.
like any of them that you could probably walk underneath. It's got an ability to kind of hide the top layer, so you can actually see what's underneath.
Oh, that's cool.
That's pretty cool. I never noticed that on either maps before.
It may be a
If you
new
go
thing
down-
with V12 or whatever
If you look
that.
all the way
heck
over
it is.
here,
Yeah.
only line of sight, you can only see half of the tree.
I can't see it.
Yep.
I can't see it at all.
Sorry, I had to pet a couple of cats on the way. All right, let's see. Okay, so Deb is able. So Boggard warriors exalt in single combat and prefer to fight alone, so none can contest their kills. They have been known to pursue enemies who flee combat with a single-mindedness that seems almost supernatural. They are aggressive humanoid amphibians that thrive in swamps, marshes, and even some rainforests. Boggards hatch from eggs into tadpoles, fiercely competing for food and even consuming their siblings in that struggle. Over 3 years, the surviving boggards develop arms, legs, and lungs while learning the rudiments of hunting, crafts, and warfare. Everything needed to survive in their might makes right society. At the top of most boggard hierarchies lords a hulking swamp seer imbued with sinister divine magic. Basically, boggards, if you remember basic D&D, they are what used to be called bullywugs. So they tend to be not good, but this one's obviously wanting to be friendly. You do know that they tend to only speak boggard, which is their own language. And you know that they have an ability called Terrifying Croak, where it can literally unleash a terrifying croak that can cause fear to all the people around them. And otherwise, they're just mighty warriors. They're really good at. He obviously has a club, a javelin, and he appears to have a very long tongue. And there's obviously something else in the hut because you can still hear a croaking-ish sound from there. So he's obviously not alone either. He's got at least one other with him.
He's probably protecting someone.
Right. But your first problem is going to be the language barrier because he obviously knows very few words in common and none of you know boggard. So. But you can tell by his attitude that he does not want to fight.
Okay. Can respect that.
All right, so I sheathe all my weapons and
Yep.
kind of come up with my hands up and I, Dominic, friend.
He laughs. He goes, no kill, no food.
Can we spare food?
No.
Oh.
Garum food, and he makes a motion like he's eating, but he points at you and goes, no food.
In other words, he's not going to eat us.
Right.
Or he doesn't want us to eat him.
And I'll do the same thing back to him. No kill, no food.
No kill, no food.
Never give up. Never surrender.
He gestures towards the buildings, and he kind of makes an encompassing gesture, which means anyone who wants to. Is there a sense motive? I forget if there's a sense motive.
There is something like that, yeah.
Oh, let me see.
Yeah, we have a sense motive.
basic skills, man.
Anyone who wants to make a sense motive from the basic macros template? Yeah, Deb did not
You-
have it. Yeah.
You want me to do
Ooh,
a?
I do.
You want me to do a?
Oh,
Not
what?
a make an impression, but kind of a diplomacy check.
Well, that would be making an impression. So yeah, do a make impression.
Hmm.
Though he already seems pretty friendly, even.
Right. But I just want to make sure that he understands that.
Okay. All right, I
Nope.
got your.
That one didn't roll blind. I know I selected blind.
Well, the good thing is I can just delete it and you can do it again. Judy Lynn feels very confident that she can read this guy really well, and basically believes that he's being honest. You get the feeling that this is like, you don't know why, but he's obviously separated from his tribe and he's gesturing around him saying, "This is my kingdom. I mean you no harm, but I ask that you do not trespass in my kingdom," is basically what he's saying. This is my home, and he's gesturing this whole map basically is he's gesturing as being his home, um, and he just wants to be left alone is kind of the feeling you get. But he means you no harm, and he will bring no harm to you.
To the best of her ability, she will try to let him know that we will just move on then.
Okay, try it. You try and make an impression. And if it doesn't show up under encounter, it's probably under exploration.
Yeah, make it impressive as exploration.
He seems to smile. He kind of croaks and beats his chest, and he bows, kind of does a bowing motion.
I will return the bow.
And we will move on, as we said.
Yeah, we'll retreat.
To finish up the hex and head towards the next area.
We're just
Peace
gonna
be
have
with
to-
you.
We're just gonna have to remember this hex. So if you ever have to come back to it, because obviously if we're gonna be taking over
We
this
could-
kingdom.
Yeah, bring some kind of offering or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Have 'em-
And the spell for the communication.
kind of
spell.
communication.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, what I can do is I can do text. Hold on. Let's see.
I don't know what it would be to try and see if you can understand at least the rudiments of the language.
You can't see it because you're.
Oh, there's
forced to sign it.
decipher writing.
No, there is another spell, and for some reason my brain's just not thinking of what it's called. But I could cast it to help
Comprehend
comprehend
languages or
language.
something
Yeah,
like that.
no, I
Yeah.
know there's a
That's it.
spell. I'm wondering if there's like some kind of a skill that would apply to that. Because there's a decipher writing, but I don't see anything for try to
Well,
understand a language type thing.
I don't see anything either.
I believe it's you got to use the spell for that for the language. The spoken
Okay.
language, yeah.
But
Yeah, and I
if
just don't happen to
if
have
he
it.
could bring
right.
us a written letter, I could try to read it. But
I wouldn't hold out a lot of hope that he can necessarily write.
Right.
yeah,
Exactly.
that's what I was thinking too.
Well, you don't even have a kingdom yet, but I'm sure at some point you guys will be able to speak Boggart or communicate with him some way, and you can deal with diplomacy then. There's even ways you can diplomatically reach out to different groups and try to establish treaties once you have a kingdom. So, all right. So I assume you're going to spend the night. We'll go ahead and use the Swamp Village map, but we'll assume you guys pick a place a little bit further away. so there's no chance of you messing around with him.
Agree, 100%.
So we'll assume that you're about a mile, because remember these hexes are 12 miles.
Right.
So you just pick a place that's 12 miles, but this way I don't have to do yet another map. We'll assume that you guys
Agree.
camp. And it's time to camp again. Let's see. Let me do the camping thing. Here we go. I'm not going to necessarily do a campfire. I'll do one if I have to, if you end up having an encounter, but otherwise, why go through all that rigmarole if I don't really
Yep.
need to? So, okay, I will share the sheet with you and you guys can do your usual thing.
Fear the sheep.
Oh, and because it was raining, we could only do one thing today. Gotcha.
Right.
Exactly, even with the extra time.
I failed.
Campsite activities will take a -2, and I think everyone gets that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Prepare campsite
Ooh.
failure -2.
Yep, and everyone's unmoved.
Yeah. Lame ghost story.
Not sure I'm feeling it tonight, guys. Shall we just do rations?
That's all right. If you failed the meal, then we still can eat it. We just don't get a benefit out of it.
Oh,
Yep.
that's true. All right.
As
In that
long as
case,
you
I'm
don't
going for it.
critically, if you critically fail, bad
Yeah.
stuff can happen.
Then bad things happen. Yeah.
All right. All right. Yeah,
right.
character gains no special benefit, but it still does starvation. Okay, has everyone done their check? It looks like it.
I
When you try to
believe so.
discover special meal, does it? When you try to discover a special meal, where do you go to look to see where it gives you choices, Deb? I'm just curious. When I
Well,
look
I
at,
thought it was up under, there's like 2 tabs for cooking at the top with my picture on it. One says discover special meal.
right,
And if I click on the down arrows, I thought it would show me what the meals were.
now the down arrow is just what skill you want to use to try to do the cooking check, and then the other one's whether you succeed or fail. So you
Yeah, but
guys
I
want-
wouldn't click on one of those.
Well, what arrow? Where are the arrows you're talking about?
Okay. Okay, so camping sheet, top 4. My picture's under cook meal and under discover special meal at the top, right?
Right. Yep.
Well, under that, it says cooking with a down arrow, and then it has, well, failure with a down arrow at the moment because I failed.
Right. Are those the 2 arrows you're talking about? The one next to cooking and the one next to...
Yeah, but I thought under cooking it previously would show me what I could attempt.
It doesn't on my screen, so...
Yeah, it was somewhere.
I can tell you, you're in a level 2 area and there are 2 level 2 recipes. So if you want to try to learn one of them, I can tell you what they are. And there
Rice and nut pudding and shepherd's pie.
Rice and nut pudding and shepherd's pie, yes. And you can go ahead and try to learn either one of them and do the cooking check under discover special meal if you want.
Can I aid with that, just out of curiosity?
No, there can be no aiding on any of these.
Okay, yeah, because I have cooking lore. I just didn't know if I could help her or not.
Actually, I think there might be an aid campfire action. Let me look. Let's see. Camping activities. Let's see if there's an aid one. I mean, I think telling the stories kind of provide aid. The ally is willing to accept your aid on a camping activity that requires a check for success. You take 2 hours to aid another character in their camping activity. When you provide aid, attempt a skill check of a type decided by the DM. The typical DC is 20, but the GM might
Whoa.
adjust the DC. Yeah, it's just like Aid Another, man.
It's
Yeah.
and it's really high, and if you fail, then it gives me negatives.
Right. Yeah. So scratch that. My cooking lore is only a +5. So
So if you want to try to learn either rice and nut pudding or shepherd's pie, you can. I will tell you that rice and nut pudding does require special ingredients. Shepherd's pie does not.
I think
Shepherd's
we have
pie
a
says
lot
it's
of.
uncommon.
Shepherd's pie is uncommon and it requires 8 basic ingredients to learn.
That's fine.
Rice and
I
nut
got special
pudding.
ingredients.
Rice and nut pudding is 2 special and 4 basic. Shepherd's pie is just 8 basic to try to
Yeah,
learn.
we got special.
All right, which one are you going to try to learn?
The rice and nut pudding.
All right, go ahead and roll your check, and I will tell you if it's a success or a failure.
Well, then I didn't actually look to see what the boost were.
Well, you've got a -2 on all camping checks right now.
No, but she was thinking what the effects are.
Oh,
Of the cooking.
Shepherd versus the nut.
rice pudding gives you a +1 to Arcana checks, so it's really good for wizard types. That's the rice pudding. Shepherd's pie, it augments physical recovery. When you recover hit points from resting, you get, if you critically succeed, you get an additional 4d6 hit points.
Whoa.
If you were drained, you reduce your drain condition by
Yeah,
just
I'm
3
going for that one.
Shepherd's pie it is. All right, go ahead and roll your check. Just click on the cooking next.
I know.
to
I
this.
just got to close someone doesn't get them out of there.
Barbette! You found me.
Hold on.
Goodness.
Holding on.
Okay, so when I go recipes learnable in zone, the only one it brings up is the rice and nut pudding. When I go to discover special meal.
That's because it's uncommon. So maybe
Oh, okay.
maybe you can't discover uncommon ones. Let's see. Oh, it has to be a common recipe. Yep. You have to buy the other ones or find them in loot. You cannot learn uncommon recipes.
Sounds good.
So you cannot learn rice and nut. You cannot learn shepherd's pie. You have to find it.
Oh, a hunting we will go.
So if you want to do the rice pudding one, that's fine. But I don't know how much that's going to actually help us. But having more recipes is better than nothing.
Well, Barb,
Chuck, did you get
at the
a,
moment, we are we
I haven't gotten
we
it.
are exploring out in our map. We had run into this little creature here
Well, I got a cookie
that came out and said it
from
was friendly.
from you a minute ago.
We decided to let it be, and now we're camping for the night before we go on the next
Doesn't
day
say
to
that it
explore
No, not
some
that one.
more.
Okay, no, that's the last one I got from you.
Huh. For some reason, it's not.
I don't know why. Maybe you can't. Oh, I just got the learn. So click learn. You get a pop-up that says Recipes learnable in zones.
I know, and I click on learn and nothing happens.
Huh.
All right, we'll work on that.
Yeah, I think the game is lagging, so let's just not worry about it right now.
Deal.
Because we've already lost quite a bit of time
All right.
on this. So let's go ahead and move on. Okay, so let's do some random encounter checks. Let's see.
I mean, I suppose we could have fed it berries.
Nothing on the first check. Ooh, time for hero points.
Yay!
There we go. Yeah, it's definitely lagging a little bit. Second check. Nada. Okay, let's make things dark. Third check. Nothing. Fourth check. Nothing. So then you guys go to sleep.
Sleepy, sleepy,
You
sleepy,
go
sleepy,
to sleep, or I will put you to sleep.
sleep. I'll get you.
I assume you guys would do a hot camp.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't really run into anything that would have told us that we shouldn't be doing that, so
Yeah,
I felt pretty okay about it.
let's do this.
Din, 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 dee, dee, din, dee, dee, dee. Dee, 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 dee.
All right, there's your camp's fire. And let's see, you got your watches. Let's see what watch this happens on. Happens on the third watch right before sunup. Do we know who's on third watch?
We should.
Working. Well, we actually got 5 watches, so I don't know.
In that case,
Raven, Fidget, Dom, Pick, and Judy.
let's roll a 5D. Okay, this happens on the fourth of the 5 watches.
Pick.
Of
Pick
course.
clock.
So Picklock is the only one who's awake.
Peak?
And have
Picklock?
make.
Peak eponymous?
actually, We will have Picklock. Hold on. Picklock can use perception for initiative. Because these things are being stealthy. Let me have them use.
I just changed it over to perception.
Let me have these things roll stealth for initiative. Here we go. And then if he chooses, depending on when he rolls initiative, ooh, I rolled pretty high. Alright, we'll begin the encounter. Let's see, we got what, 4 other characters? So, it won't do that because it's trying to be quiet.
Be
Let's-
very, very
What?
quiet.
No, we hear piercing scream.
I'm hunting webbits.
So you're unconscious.
Duck season, wabbit season. Duck season, wabbit season.
It's got you targeted. Let's see if it wakes you up.
Sounded like it woke him up.
Oh yeah, and then some, because of course,
I have no armor on, no shield.
yep. Well, the good news is you're in the fight, so I will add you to the fight. Do you have your? You shouldn't have intimidation selected.
No, I can change that.
Yeah, change it to perception. And then I'll add you.
Okay, changed.
Okay, you've been asked to roll initiative. Okay, I will remove the unconscious.
Well, Barbara, I wouldn't say they're necessarily sleeping in the nude, but you can't sleep in, like, plate mail.
And it will take one more attack.
I will scream.
All right.
The hell is hitting me?
It missed you the second time. That will end its turn. You scream. I assume you're going to scream loud enough. Everybody else, let me add everyone else. Just everyone, make sure it's perception you've got marked on your sheet.
Yep.
Fidget.
Yep.
Judy was way off the beaten path. Let's see. Raven, I think that's the last three. All right, I've added you all to the initiative. Unfortunately, if you actually beat them, that means you won't actually get to go till next round.
I didn't do it on purpose.
Well, I can't think of any better way to do it unless I just move you right under its initiative.
Nope.
I guess I could do that.
No, it's still considered a surprise round, so it wouldn't like they would react. They're reacting to my.
Well, yeah, the first
Yeah,
this round they just wake up, so
Right.
they will get to go first next round. The other Celine was going to go for the awake guy. So let's see. It will go for the awake guy. But it had to use 2 moves to get to him, so it's only going to get 1 attack. And that's a miss. So that's the end of his turn. Okay, Picklock. Just everyone besides Picklock, remember you're currently prone. So you'll have to use at least 1 action to stand up. All right, Picklock, what are you going to do?
But Grandma, what big teeth you have.
You've seen these before. These are Thyssalines. They're the bigger ones. The smaller ones are the brush Thyssalines.
Alrighty. Well, I mean, hypothetically, you would have hoped that, they would have been, or Picklock would have been awake, but, it is what it is. So, he's going to...
That's what the roll. That's why it was
Yep.
his perception against their stealth. So, yeah.
Right, he just, he came late to the party, basically.
He did, yeah.
So, the thing is right next to him, so he's not going to try to crossbow from here. He's just going to go ahead and start stabbing away.
That's a hit. All right. It is injured. Ooh, that is a hit. Almost a crit. Ooh, max damage.
I feel like Picklock's been using the wrong weapon.
And it is dead.
Oh, then I guess I didn't need to do that last attack on it. All right, then, with that being the case, he is going to stay where he is because he wants to be away so he can draw his crossbow for the next round.
All right. Fidget.
It's my turn, but I only see a dead Viceling. I will stand up. Is there a prone on me? No.
I never put prone on any
Okay.
of you except for Troy
It's all right.
because he was actually being hit.
I stood up.
You
And
can hear another one over by Dominic.
okay.
It's kind of weird with
What?
low vision. I can't actually see anybody that's outside of the direct fire.
Which is weird. Yeah.
Because low light should, I mean,
Double
you would
your-
think, unless it's a really, really dark night and the fire isn't spreading anywhere.
Yeah. I'm not sure what's going on with that.
Fidget, you can't move there.
I can't see anything there though. There's
I
nothing for
understand,
me to
but you
target.
can't move. You can't move there.
Okay.
I'm sure Chuck would have said the same thing.
Yeah. Let me. Well.
As soon as,
should
as
be
soon as it
visible.
turns the light on. Well, unfortunately, again, he's just outside the range.
Oh, of the light.
And right, I don't know if anybody else has a light spell on them, or has a ever burning torch.
Well, the thing is, Fidget has dark vision, so he
He
Yeah.
should be able to see. Yeah, exactly.
That's why I'm confused. I mean, like I don't even see. I can't even hover over and find a token.
Where is that information?
It's on the front of your sheet.
Right. See, I don't have anything, so I don't have any dark vision or low light. But I can't remember. Is it under immunities, weaknesses, resistances?
What are you looking for?
Low light or.
It would be right underneath your perception.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
Again, I don't have anything, so if it doesn't say it there.
My token didn't have dark vision on. Now it does.
Ah, okay.
Can you see it now, Mike? Or
Nope.
I don't know why dark vision doesn't seem to be working.
It's working on
see it.
pick lock.
I have dark vision, and
Even
I
hover-
can see it, sort of.
Even moving my mouse around, there's nothing that I can select to
Well,
target.
You wanna
Picklock
find-
has dark vision. Let's see. Fidget has dark vision. Let's see. Let's look under configure. Try F5ing. Let's see if
Can
that
do.
helps. Because there is a vision mode, but
Yeah, because on my token, when I first looked at it, it said normal vision, and so I clicked the little down arrow and selected dark vision,
alright.
but nothing changed in the moment. So let's see what this does.
Ah. Yeah, I do notice that Picklock has got dark vision selected, but what's weird is if you have low light, there is no low light option. That's weird.
There should be, because Raven shows low light, but it doesn't look like it's working.
There may be something weird going on with vision right now.
All right, vision. See, it went back to basic vision again. Dark vision,
Yeah, it
update
should not go
token,
to basic. Yeah.
and there's no change when I go to dark vision.
Huh. Yeah.
I mean, I can see the terrain, but I don't see any enemies at all.
Let's try turning vision off. Totally. And then turning vision back on. Let's-
I mean, I can, like I said, I can see the
Okay.
terrain.
Try clicking on you now. You should have dark vision. No, wait a minute. I did that on the wrong character. Son of a bitch. Well, for some reason, your detection modes. You know, let me try
Yep.
one more thing. Let me try dragging you back out. Actually, let me go to your prototype token. Oh, it already has dark vision turned on. Oh, but vision enabled was not. Okay, so let me delete this one. Let's go to your prototype token. Make sure vision is turned on. Okay, I got it turned on your prototype token now. Let me drag. Ah, there you go.
Now I see.
I think you have to do it to your prototype token and then re-drag it out. The Raven's got low light. He should be getting the low light. Let's see. Oh, hell. Tim's character, Raven, doesn't even have vision enabled.
I actually just turned it off as I was trying to look at it. When I turn off vision enabled, I can actually see everything. When I have vision enabled turned on, it narrows it back down.
Let me try dragging you back out. Let's see. Right. You
And
were
fit you.
there.
Yeah.
Huh. I'll have to check and see if they're having a problem with low light vision. They may be having an issue with low light vision, but 'cause
You
low
want
light
to put
vision- What, Troy?
you want to put both Fidget and Raven back into the encounter.
I was at the very top.
Yeah,
And I think you were right before me.
I was right after Picklock. Yeah.
Right.
I
So
Let me.
think I had like a 19.
So where was Raven?
31.
All right.
Because didn't you roll a 20 on that?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was at 19.
All right. He's been updated. So weird. We'll
Yeah.
worry about it later. We've lost some
Yeah.
Okay.
on it.
Yep. So it's Fidget's turn, actually, if you want to move him down to 19.
So we figured out how to do dark vision. We just haven't. Oh, wait a minute. Fidget should be after Picklock, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
put
I
him at
should be. I
19.
was 19.
It's okay.
There we go. So let's go to Picklock. Or let's go to Fidget. There we go.
Okay. Since I see him, I won't move. Let's see. I have him targeted. Blast away.
Oh, did you stand up or anything?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember I moved. After I stood up because I couldn't see anybody.
Oh, gotcha.
I didn't realize it was on the other side of you. I thought it was on the other side of the bush from me. Was that a hit?
That is a hit, yes. All right. I think that's probably going to take him out. Nope, not quite.
And that is the end of my turn.
All right, who is next?
Dominic.
Dominic.
Okay, I will stand up from prone. Take your attack opportunity if you want it.
Don't have it.
Sounds good. Technically, I can't. Well, I know he's right there, right? I mean, I could
Yeah.
turn on my light source and
Well, you should, when you attack him, it should automatically apply the concealed so that you can't really see him. But what I'll do is I'll give him concealed
okay.
or hidden, I guess it is. Let's see. We'll give him the hidden condition, so you should. That will now automatically do the flat check.
And hold on a second. I'm actually going to attack with my longsword with both hands. Not sure if that's going to make a difference or not.
It might.
Well, it did something.
Oops.
But I got a hero point. Can I just do or do I have to do the whole thing?
I'll let you do the flat check.
That's just right clicking on it and
Yeah,
Mhm.
you should be able to right click on that number and I don't know if it's going to let him re-roll that number or not.
It doesn't look like it just says pop out message.
Go ahead and just do the other number, and if you hit, then we'll just do it the other way, and we'll just assume it's only for the flat roll.
All right, re-roll and keep the new result.
Yes. Well, you re-roll using hero point, but that's cool. Okay,
There we go.
Assume it's a crit, and you did hit, so go for it.
No, you're supposed to do the crit.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Was 11 enough or no? Sorry. If
Well,
not, I can.
11
Oh,
probably
that's
will be
true,
enough.
yeah.
Let's see. Yep, that's enough. He's dead. That'll end the battle.
Perfect.
You did the critical and you got 11.
All right, so you guys may want to do some healing.
Only down
Who's
12.
hurt?
I don't think I can on this guy.
I can.
Who's hurt?
Yep, I have a 0 in medicine, so you don't want me trying to heal you.
I would
I'll do it.
avoid doing spells if you can, and just do. But let's see. So what low light vision does is see in dim light as if it was bright light. I don't think it actually increases the radius.
Dominic, you could take that healing I gave you.
All right, hold on. That was the 13.
Yep.
Oh, that's more than I need, but I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm full.
Full of what?
Oh, shit, man.
Well, we all knew that.
I think I was the only one that was hit, right? Basically.
I think
Yeah,
so.
Yep.
Little puppies decide to wake us up. We took care of that.
Okay, so low light vision, I think we were looking at it the old way. It does not increase the radius. A creature with low light vision can see in dim light as though it were bright light, so it ignores the concealed condition due to dim light. So I have a feeling even if I made it concealed, Tim would not have the flat check.
Ah,
So but it still isn't in the radius of the light. So we're all good, I think. I think everything's good.
Okay.
Yep.
You guys gonna go back? Well, it's almost time to wake up anyway, and I only do one check during the overnight. So let me just continue the rest. And let's see if it made the day check.
I'm going to be AFK for just a minute.
Oh, it did, but it didn't. Did it roll the weather? Let me go back to. Actually, what day was it when we started? Let's see. We started after a full night's rest, and it was the 18th, so today's the 19th, so tomorrow should be the 20th. So let me do the rest again.
Gonna make me do my crafting again.
Yes,
You'll
we
have
are.
to do your crafting again. So no precip. It is mild cold, so unfortunately that's the same thing as if it's raining. It means you get fatigued twice as fast, but no weather event. So we can turn the rain off.
Raven giveth 4 elixirs of life to Dominic.
Sweet.
I craft them every day, so that's why I said I had to do my daily crafting again, because I did it, but when you do the long rest, it resets them and gets rid of any of the temporary items.
Exactly. I appreciate it.
Being that, I've been making these and just keeping them in my inventory, and then I started thinking about it. I'm not likely to run up to you in the middle of combat and be like, here, have a potion.
Exactly.
I will be standing, 200 meters away going, hey, catch! So I may as well go ahead and give them to you.
Do this.
Because if I'm coming up to you to do anything, I'm just going to come up and treat wounds.
Exactly.
Okay. So whenever you're ready, I've moved to the other map, to the stolen lands. You guys are done on this one, right?
That is correct.
Yes, we are.
So I'll go ahead and activate the stolen lands.
Stolen
Where-
lands.
Where are you going now?
You guys want to go down 516 and then 517, head back up to 418.
Actually, I'll be honest. If we were looking at this, I think I would recommend we just follow the river.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Well, we could do that too.
Basically, go to 516 from here, and then 617, 618.
Oh, follow down to the lake.
Right, because we're not. I mean, you got to figure our characters aren't necessarily seeing those outlines there. I mean, though, the like green outline when you hover over it, we see that. Our characters wouldn't necessarily know, hey, this zone starts here and stops here. Instead, we found a natural waterway. I figure we'd follow the waterway.
Sounds like a plan.
So you're going here next?
Yeah, we'll go to
Yeah, we're
516, and then my recommendation after that is that we go to 617.
Correct.
All right. So you are,
I think it's a good idea. Everybody else?
because of the cold, you'll only be able to do one today, but all right. You cool with that, Deb? Everyone else?
Mike said that he was stepping away for a couple minutes.
Yeah, I just got back.
Deb, are you cool with that? We may have lost Deb.
I can't say nothing.
Oh, that's true. Okay. Well, you
I'm
can say
good
you're
with
cool
I'm good with whatever their plan was.
So
what was the
what
plan?
my recommendation is we were moving down to 516 to search, and then my recommendation was we continue to follow the river. So we would move from
So
there to
go
617,
southeast.
right?
Yep.
617, then to 618, and move along that way.
619. Right,
On
and
over to the lake.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah, that
And that way,
works for me.
and if we know that we miss a couple squares, we can always go back to those.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
And you notice I named the boggard layer, so you now know where it is.
I did.
All right.
And
Excellent.
tusk cutter and
So you've explored. This is a hex that my other group hasn't been in yet, believe it or not. Cool.
That's because your other group goes all over the place and does weird things. They're like, ooh, I see a mountain in the distance. Let's go to the mountain.
kind of like going to the lake. Huh?
I'm following the river. It seems like a natural thing to follow.
All right.
I mean, would you just walk through the middle of trackless woods, or would you follow a
Yes.
river?
We didn't do that when we got to the rickety bridge.
The river. Yeah, but we had a reason we were going elsewhere, I think. I like the river. But I'm just, one person who will one day be king.
Well, I think you guys have already agreed. I think enough of you have agreed that
I know.
it matters, so.
I just figured I'd throw out the, that will one day be king and see what happened. But
One day.
Lightning
Not today,
strike.
not tomorrow, but one day.
I will outlive all of you.
True. Unless we die, and then we're all dying together.
If you all die, then I outlived all of you.
All right, let me do this. Okay, so that is a fail, which is probably good news for you guys. Let's see. So islets create a ford across this section of the Skunk River, 2 of them connected by rubble and log jams. And let's see, were you guys coming from the north or the south when you come upon this?
We'd be coming from the north.
North.
Yeah.
Okay, Mike's headset just died.
Was that Mike we just lost?
He just put in chat that his headset
Oh,
just
shit.
died.
All right. The good news is somebody showed up. We haven't seen in a while.
Going on, guys? Sorry, I've had a lot on my mind lately. I was working a little bit too much today.
Well, that's okay. I've done my best to kill you repeatedly,
And I'm still alive.
quite unsuccessfully.
Soon you will die. You will die. All right, let's drag you guys down here. Let's take you out of your thing.
In fact, you were on watch in our last encounter. They came up to you. I had you just go ahead and stabby with your rapier, and you took one out. There was no crossbow in that one because it was right next to you. You just stabbied it to death.
I can appreciate that.
All right, a new map. Islets create a ford across this section of the Skunk River, 2 of them connected by rubble and log jams. So the islands make for a natural choke point.
Alrighty.
And as you are, I don't know if anyone will be able to see this or not, but there's something on the island that looks like this.
Does it
Looks
look
friendly to me.
friendly or does it look angry?
It looks
Like it's protecting its own land.
I mean, I understand what the picture looks like, but
Right.
hey, this map doesn't allow you to go underneath the trees.
I saw that.
so. Let's see.
I mean, I ask because I am a druid, which means I can try to influence wild creatures.
It looks like it hasn't noticed you yet, so it just seems like it's moving around on its island and doing stuff. You can certainly click on it and either try to sense motive or try to identify what it is.
Well, let me start with let me unclick the corgi familiar because it keeps on. And I am going to try to recall knowledge on it to see if I have any idea what it is.
We'll kind of scoot down and make sure we're not seen.
It's Puff the Island Dragon.
Ooh. Well, number one, you know this is a Zaddleworm. And you may or may not remember that
We're supposed to kill one of these things, right?
Oleg wants a Zaddleworm trophy for his bar. But with that note, you know, Zaddleworms resemble human-sized snakes with 2 arms and a dragon's head. Distant relatives of true dragons, Zaddleworms possess only a meager level of intelligence. They can speak Draconic with a thick hissing accent, but their ability to reason is limited and they can't use magic. They do possess a level of cunning, however, and some have been known to build rudimentary traps and even lairs. They are not treasure hoarders, though, so don't expect to find them sitting on a bed of coins. Tattlesworms don't work with kobolds, though tattlesworms eat kobolds. You know, they hibernate in cold weather, and when they feel winter approaching, they seek out underground lairs.
Yeah, I'm thinking this dam is part of a trap.
So you know that they're more likely to attack than retreat when confronted. Indeed, they sometimes lie in wait on purpose, taking advantage of their scales' natural camouflage. What you know about them, generally, they only speak Draconic and only partially, and you do know that they do have a poison breath weapon, but otherwise they attack with claw and bite. So they only have an intelligence of, they're not super intelligent. They're animal intelligence. So it's
which isn't bad for me, but if I know it's not necessarily the nicest thing in the world, and we've been tasked with bringing back a trophy of one, I am going to, from where I am, I'm going to target it, and I'm going to cast a spell at it.
All right.
I will have passed along what I know about it to everybody.
Sounds good.
And I am going to Ray of Frost.
I think it's within range.
It is.
80 feet. That is just a hit. So
Almost at a 19.
and at that point, obviously, it's mad. So then we go into initiatives.
I'll say, yeah, my goal, in case anybody was wondering, and I will pass this along, was if it was going to try to ambush us, hopefully by attacking it, it pulls it out of any ambush it was going to do.
Oh, it automatically excludes the minion. I love that. All right, because it has the minion trait. I have asked for initiatives. Mike's probably not back yet, but I think he's here. He just can't.
Yeah, he said he was going to try to charge his headset for a little bit.
Then he said his battery was out, but he just rolled initiative, so he must. Maybe he's watching your stream. Who knows?
Well, no, he has no headset, but he would still have his computer up. He just can't hear us. But if he sees all of us,
know to roll initiative.
Because if we're all rolling initiative, then it makes sense that he would say, hey, I should roll initiative.
Maybe we should talk shit about him. All right, let's see. Here we go. All right, it's initiative, and guess what? Judy Lynn is up first.
Yeah, he can see what's happening. He just put that up in Discord.
Oh, I saw it. I see it. All right, who's up? Judy Lynn's up.
I got to figure out what the distance is.
If you use a measuring tool, I mean, right now you're 80 feet.
Yeah, I don't think you guys can see on the little pop-up that pops up when you hover over, but
We can see it for our allies. We can't see it for enemies.
Friendlies. Yep.
Yeah, and I can see it for everyone.
That's because everybody is allies for you.
Or enemies.
Yeah, like the party's like 25 feet away from me.
Hold on a sec.
Yeah, why are you encumbered?
I shouldn't be.
Not you, Judy Lynn.
Oh, not sure.
I don't know. I
You
should.
probably moved over too many
you got those
rations.
I think you put a bunch of rations on yourself.
Oh, true. I did, and it didn't end up using them all.
So later
Correct.
on, you'll have to. Can't believe it's already 8:30. Damn, time flies.
You're like, screw the pack horse. I'm carrying all these rations. How else do you get your strength up?
Fuck
No, I
work
only
tomorrow,
took
we're
10
just
of
gonna
them.
play this.
Right.
Ooh, needle darts. Needle darts only go 60 feet. Ooh, reach spell. God damn it. That only kicks it to 90 feet, though.
She's 80 feet from it.
It's only 80.
Damn it.
Damn smart PCs.
Are we gonna kill the shit out of this thing or what?
Oh,
Yeah, it's gonna be.
we're already working on it. I already hit it once before combat even started.
Yeah. This is a trophy for Oleg, so therefore we must do what we need to do.
Can I get you to cast Ray of Frost at my boss? Let's see.
I mean, you can. Unfortunately, it's an imaginary spell in an imaginary game. So I
That's why
don't know
I
that it's
feel
going to have
safe
real
saying
life.
That's why I feel safe saying it.
Did I hit?
You didn't have it targeted, I guess, because it doesn't say.
It shows her having it targeted.
Well,
You want
let
to
me
do it
look.
again?
No, I'll just tell you. No, 17 is a miss.
As Mike would say, hero point.
Looks like she did. It's weird. It's not saying whether she hit or miss, which means she doesn't have it targeted. But
I wonder
That will
if
definitely.
I wonder if it's the
Yeah.
distance thing that it's not recognizing the reach spell as a part of it for some reason.
Could
So
be.
it's saying
could
it's
be.
60 feet, you wouldn't have reached it, but we know better.
That's possible.
Could be. So, yep, you hit, but no crit. Ooh, it is badly injured, and it is Raven's turn.
All right.
You and your damn entangling flora.
Ooh, look at that spell effect.
Look at that graphic. Jesus.
That is awesome.
That's pretty cool, man.
I had Raven roll to save. I should have had my guy roll it. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
That is a fail.
So it takes a 10-foot circumstance penalty to its speeds until it leaves the area.
All right.
I think,
See
yeah, I
that
think you could
effect,
just
Crazy Deb?
drag it over.
Do you see that effect, Deb? That is kick-ass.
Oh yeah, it's awesome.
All right. Who's next?
Well, hold on. Who said I was done?
Oh, that was a 2-action spell.
It was, but I can still move. I'm not going to, but...
Fidget.
I love that it's still up there with it, too. It's not a spell effect that just went away.
Right, because it lasts, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's got a duration of 1 minute.
That
Be
is
right
a
back, guys.
miss. I think he's using a hero point.
Yeah, he did.
Okay. Yeah, for some reason it's not telling me whether these are hits or not. Must be the range. Hold on, let's see what the range. I have to see what the range on his elemental blast is. Oh, he moved. Let's see.
He says it's 60.
All right. Yeah, it was 55 feet away. Okay. Let's see. Let's do the damage. All right. It is dead.
Perfect.
It is dead. You got your 24 XP. You guys haven't been getting a horrible amount of XP because you've been fighting things that are kind of below your level.
I have a
But-
question about that.
What?
If we take this trophy back to Oleg's and talk to Jihad, will either of those two quests give us XP?
Well, yes. All those quests
Yes.
have XP. Yeah.
We
So it
might want
depends
to
on.
consider that next.
The Tazzleworm quest for Oleg is 10 XP, and the what was the other one? The one
The
with
temple.
Jay. Well, I already gave you the XP for Jihad.
Oh, okay.
I gave you the 30 for it. So
And this guy's only worth 10. That's not going to level us. Okay.
no, you guys are only at 400 XP.
Who's going over there to drag that thing's corpse back?
Well, I am because
But cut
So,
his head
yeah.
off and put it in the pack.
Yeah.
On the pack.
that's what I was
Yeah.
going to basically do.
I already gave you the Tusk Cutter XP too, by the way. So
Okay. So I'll wait for the floor to go all the way.
you don't get the reward until you go back, but I give you guys the XP immediately. So I'll give you the Tazzles Worm XP right now too, which what is today? Today is 8/28.
Hey, Raven, you want to get rid of your little flora thing?
I can if he didn't.
I think it's dismissible, right? Thank you. Fidget, can you...
We need to very carefully check the rocks and the trees that
And that's
give
what I
you the
just told. Yep.
access over the island.
Yep. I was asking Fidget.
And the
If there's
boids
anybody
and the
else.
trees and the squoils.
Yep.
Okay, Fidget's looking around there. He does, but he does find some skeletal remains. The skeletal remains of a long dead explorer make up the Tatzelworm's meager hoard. You notice that the skeleton is wedged in the debris of the Tatzelworm's nest. It wears a suit of ruined scale mail and clutches a long sword in one bony hand. Also, you notice that there's additional treasure in the form of a rotting leather backpack underneath his body. And you notice that one because you dug deep in there.
Okay. So I will chop the head off of the and you can take whatever you need unless you want me to take some of the stuff from the
Is anyone else coming over there? And what's this other radius thing going on down here?
Anything
know.
cool in the box?
Oh, you mean over by where you guys were? Yeah, I'm not sure what was happening over there. Oh, it's gone now. Yep.
Yeah, I deleted it.
Okay.
It's an unusual longsword. And a ring. And a carving.
Yep. Mike said he was going to try to identify the longsword.
A
All
watertight tube
I
containing
can't
a
seem
map.
to move.
Interesting.
Where are you
Dad?
at, Julie?
There, Dab. I teleported you over.
I still can't move. I must have clicked on something.
You're probably on the measuring tool. If you're clicked on the ruler, click off the ruler and click on the thing that looks like a square. You should be clicked on the top two boxes in the left-hand
Got
column.
it.
Yep.
Nobody else uses long swords. Is that correct?
Not in this game.
Nope.
Okay. Chuck, see Mike try to identify.
Check out that map.
Yeah, let's see. 22. Let's see.
Loody.
Let me go to GM. Oh, I have to open up the GM core for that. It's always something with you guys, I swear. Let's see.
For what?
I have to open up another book. Let's see.
To identify it? Shouldn't you just be able to click the demystify thing and it'll give you what you needed?
Oh, that's right. I always forget about that. Okay, let's
That's why I was asking.
identify. Oh, and it gives me the DC.
Yes, it does.
Oh, well, hell, I could have put those in chat. Oh, well. He identifies it. It is a +1 cold iron longsword.
Well, that's nice.
Should be cold iron. Thought it was cold iron. Let's see. Yeah, it's cold iron. For some reason, they didn't make it cold iron. But I just made it cold iron. There we go. Wow, that makes it a... Better make that low grade. There we go. I was going to say that was way too high level. But as you guys are doing your thing, the mate gets home.
Oh no! The mate!
There was
Hello,
a
mate.
very small, there was a 50% chance they were both in the nest at the same time, but you guys got lucky on that. But
Crikey, mate.
the mate shows up as you're digging through the treasure, and we get another initiative.
I'll scream in Draconic again. Come to me, you fool.
Come to Butthead.
Well, in theory, you are raiding their home and stealing their loot, so who's the hero and who's the bad guy is the real question.
We're the hero. They're the bad guy, no matter what.
Uh-huh.
Because it's all from the perspective of your main character.
Uh-huh.
The perception of the winner.
Spoken like true Republicans.
I mean,
All right.
they say the winner is the one that writes the stories, but it's really the survivor. Whoever lives longest gets to tell the story the way they want to.
I'll remember this. All right, Raven, you're up.
Alrighty. I should ask, do we see it over there?
Well, that's what the perception checks were for, right?
So you can, but the rest of us can't at this time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct. Yeah.
And so I will yell out,
Paizo did.
incoming!
Paizo said, we're going to save a step. Instead of making you roll once to see if you see it and then roll initiative, let's just make it all one roll. So that it's really kind of cool,
Yep.
honestly.
I like that. I thought I would ask,
You see it. Yep, you see it. No one else does yet.
and I will have yelled out, incoming!
Yep.
Let's see
So
how
I should
far
have done a
out it
perception
is.
check on that. So which means it would have been 2 lower. So I still go last. Okay.
Okay. It's 20 feet away, so I can cast a 30-foot spell at it.
Of course.
It's in the water. I'm lightning bolting the thing. I mean, electric arc, but, you know.
It fails, but does not critically fail. So it'll take full damage.
And then, see, how fast can my corgi move? Oh, wait.
He's got awfully short legs.
Land speed of 40. He does, but you know how every corgi that breeds with another or with another dog always takes on the features of those dogs?
I did not know that.
Ah,
We're going to assume mine must have mated with a husky somewhere. I'm going to move there.
All right. Well, it's coming in. It's going to attack the first person it sees because it sees its dead mate, and it is not.
well,
happy.
shit.
All right.
I ran away for a reason.
First thing it's going to do is its poison gasp, where it belches a puff of poisonous vapor into the face of an adjacent creature, which must attempt a fortitude save. So there's a fortitude save for Judy Lynn. It's in the chat.
Ah,
I know.
it
I
looked
was
different.
really nice. I cast a spell. I pissed it off. I ran away.
It didn't look like a button, so I was
Sorry,
confused.
yeah. Are you happy with that roll?
No,
Well, you can right-click on it and do a hero point if you want. But you don't have to.
Ooh.
Ooh, yeah.
Well, maybe because of the low roll plus 10.
Fuck, I hate that thing. God damn it. Of course, it doesn't tell me if it said she failed before, but now on the reroll, it doesn't say whether it's a fail or save. That's annoying. However, I know it's a save, but it's not a critical save, so you are.
You believe the children are our future.
And now it's going to try to bite you.
Bite me, O mighty biter.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Whoops, wrong damage. This is the bite, not the... That's about as average as you can get. It just bit the living crap out of your cleric and made her sick. And that's the end of its
Owie.
turn.
Don't worry, Judy Lynn. I will save you.
From way over there? Okay, good.
Bravely ran away, brave Sir Corgi.
Okay, what's she done?
Why, no barb.
I'm hoping I can move.
We
without
attacked and ran
attacking.
away.
And then
Well,
I'm going to
I attacked and ran away.
do a cast a heal on myself.
All right.
There.
All right. There she goes. Look at that. If you hit the apply healing, it should apply it to you. There she goes.
Cool.
Fully
Perfect.
healed. All right, Fidget. Of course, we're at the end of the game, so we're going to see lots of hero points.
I haven't used a one.
That was a hero point, wasn't it? He must have had himself targeted because it should have automatically targeted the bad guy.
Should always run away, Barb. I'm a little tiny sprite.
Still up. That is a hit. Poor Picklock didn't get to attack either one of them.
What? You guys killed them both?
Well, they were separate combats. But yes, we did.
Perfect.
Am I still poisoned?
The sickened, if you hold your cursor over the upper right corner, it'll tell you about sickened. You feel ill. Sickened always includes a value.
Oh, I gotcha.
You can spend an action to try to retch to get it out of there.
Well, since we're out of combat, I will do that. I'll go over to a spot that we're not in.
You guys will
Stick my
be
finger
able.
down my throat.
I'll distribute the coins. There you go. I distributed the coins. There are 2 gold and 2 silver left if someone wants to take them.
Yeah, I was thinking about the map too.
Oh, the map. Let's see. So basically what you found was the sword. And it's because Mike made a critical on the perception or you wouldn't have seen the rest of the stuff. You found a rotting leather backpack that contained 12 gold, 62 silver, a pewter drinking stein worth 2 gold, a silver ring worth 7 gold, a jade carving of a female elf worth 11 gold, and a watertight scroll tube that contains a map. The explorer had been working to create a map of the northwest corner of the Greenbelt. So you can use it to help with map the area, which is a exploration activity that none of you have ever done. But basically, instead of just reconnoitering, you can also map areas as you explore, and this gives you a +2 check on a survival checks made to map the area.
Yep. Of course, you Fidget didn't hear a thing about that, so you probably have to repeat that.
There
you go.
Put it in there. He might be watching Tim's thing, I think.
Well,
Oh, that's true too.
If his headset worked, then he would just be in chat with us.
There we go. I can hear, can't talk.
Okay. So yeah, so the map really has no use to you unless you start doing the map the area thing. There really, to me, is no benefit to mapping an area. It just gives you the DC of any check to navigate that hex is reduced by 2. But as far as I know, you never have to make rolls to navigate a hex anyway, unless there was like difficult terrain or something. So it's not something that's really that valuable. But you might decide you want to do it. Some parties might do it just for other reasons. So I'll let you guys finish with the skeletal remains. We're almost at the end of the game. But this is probably where you're going to want to camp.
Yep.
So I figure we can do one more camping session, get you through the night, and end the game with you here in the morning. And that'll be where we pick up next game. You guys explored about, 3 days and 3 hexes, I believe.
Pretty much.
And you guys, all 3 hexes you explored had stuff. So you found the frog pond, which you killed a couple of giant frogs. You found a boggard lair, which the boggard just asked to be left alone, and you guys chose to leave him alone because you can't speak his language. And while you were sleeping there, you ran into a couple of not tatzelworms, thysalines, and then you came down to the saddleworm den.
Excellent.
So
Not bad. We're halfway there, so that's a good thing. I will state that now I'm going to be using the cold iron longsword as my main weapon, which then every day when I tune it, it's going to have ghost touch. So now I have a +1 longsword and a cold iron hatchet. So, and they're both martial weapons. So we can either take the +1 off of the longsword and use it for if somebody else needs a +1 ruin.
just remember, you cannot remove the material from the sword. So the sword will always be a cold iron sword.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, but when I tune it, it'll be a ghost touch cold iron longsword.
And I will say, if you guys continue to follow the river, you're going to go through a total of 3 hexes that my other group hasn't been in yet.
Cool.
which is hilarious. Okay, so let's do the camping, I guess, and I'll bring up the camping thing. Did you guys completely get everything off the treasure chest you needed?
Yeah, did we
Yes, except
explore
for
the
map.
northern island? Was it assumed that as we did everything, we explored up here too?
Yeah, you explored the whole map, and all you found was the one.
Yep. You said the backpack is pretty much useless, right?
Correct. It's soiled
Okay,
and
so we're just gonna
destroyed.
throw. Yeah, we're just gonna throw that away.
All right, so let me go ahead and we'll do a camping session real quick, and then we will call it here. So let's. All right, here's your camping sheet. It's up to you. Fidget's wondering if you guys want to bury the skeletal remains.
Yeah, that sounds good.
You could probably bury it in the river or actually dig it up.
There's a place on the ground we can dig it up and make a small little grave for him.
I think you have to try to discover the special meal before you cook your meal. That may be why it did that thing, Deb. All right. Anyone? So I'll just let you guys do it on your own speed. Ooh, success on that. That's good.
Picklock, you got potency ruins on your weapons, right?
No.
God, she never does bad on cooking lore. I don't know why.
I know.
If that's a thing that could be done, that extra die of damage would be huge.
It's not the die of damage; it just makes it a +1.
Oh, a +1.
Right. If you already have it on either your rapiers or your,
The only
crossbows.
The only +1 weapon I have is the rapier.
Okay.
So
Why
I guess we're not going to try to discover a special meal. So that's cool. All right. Let's see.
Well, like I said, I do have this +1 longsword. We can take off the potency, which I think is give you another +1 weapon.
Gotcha.
But you have to have the downtime to craft the thing, don't
Correct.
you?
So, yeah, it won't be tonight.
Looks like we just need Picklock to do the organize the watch thing, and
my
then
bad.
yeah. She didn't give you any. She failed her meal roll, so unfortunately, you guys won't get any benefit.
No perks.
And she's not going to discover special meal tonight. So
okay.
let's do the checks for encounters real quick. That's no encounter. No encounter. Wow, no encounter. No encounter. And let's do this. And let's do the rest check. All right, so there is precip. Well, it rolled an 11, but it doesn't say rain. Why did it roll 3? Good Lord, how many times did it roll?
I saw a bunch of dice on the screen.
It's not cold. There is a weather event. Oh, and it's rainy. Okay. And the weather event is fog. So thick fog rolls in to obscure the landscape. So as long as the dense fog persists, you get a visual perception checks have a -2 penalty. So I'm going to drag that on to everyone. I don't know if that was Tim or the Corgi familiar that got that. So. All right. And it's rainy, so let's see. We're going to close that and do one more thing here. Let's see. I'm getting pretty good at this, just because I know exactly what I need to click on and make it happen. All right, it should be raining.
Oh, you're already on the other map, Chuck?
What other map?
Are you on the Solar Lanterns map or the Den?
I'm on the other map. I'm not
Okay.
on Stolen Lands because we're going to end the game here anyway.
Oh, on the Den. Okay, sounds good. I didn't
Yeah.
know which map you're going to end it on. So,
Well, that's where you are, so yeah, well,
okay, sure.
yeah. Let's see. One other thing I need to do. I need to go here.
Yeah, I'm definitely can tell I'm getting tired.
Yeah. Maybe that's ambiance. Oh yeah, it's.
Try not to push yourself too much, Troy.
Oh no. Like I said, I think the 2 walks definitely helped me today through Walmart and the grocery store, but maybe a little bit too much.
But also tired you out. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not sure if little Wookie knows this or not.
Did you have some surgery, get in an accident or
Yeah,
something?
tell 'em, yeah.
2 weeks ago today, I went through open heart surgery, a quad bypass.
Woo! Well, I'm glad you're still fucking moving around, bud. That's pretty scary, huh?
Yeah, exactly. So I got out last Tuesday, told the guys I may not be on some of the games for the next couple of weeks, but it's getting better every day. You know what I mean?
It's all you can ask for.
Absolutely.
He is lucky to be alive for sure.
They go like stick a bunch of artificial stents in your fucking heart valves or something, or what?
No, they took a vein from my leg. They took another one from my arm and a couple from my chest cavity, and the
Rebuilt them.
actually rebuilt them. I've had stents before, but this one was obviously a little bit more major. The valves themselves are fine. It's just outside the heart. You know what I mean? With the smoking and drinking I've been doing for a while. So I quit smoking and quit drinking on August 10th. Had the surgery on the 14th, and like I said, now or 13th, whatever 2 weeks ago was.
Yeah, I hear you, bro. My job's been stressing me out, and then the other shit. So
Yep.
I started losing weight. Because I was getting to like 235. I'm down to like
Gotcha.
213 now. 6'2".
Well, that's not too bad. Yeah.
6'2", 213, not too bad. I was
Nope.
fucking doing burpees yesterday. My ass hurts.
Burpees. Let's see, you guys ended in 5:16 after fighting tassel worms. Let's see, after fighting that. It is rainy and foggy.
Yep, I see the fog little thing on us. Nice.
Rainy and foggy. They have reconnoitered the hex. It is morning after a full night's rest. That is right. Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Mike, that is exactly right. He has been doing herpes.
We're almost done. Jimmy.
How does one do herpes?
$5 hookers in a dark alley.
Exactly.
Dry them up and snort them or something? Ugh.
There we go. I even added the fog to the map. There we go. It's rainy and foggy. So congratulations, everyone. Good game. You accomplished a lot. You're getting very close to another major turning point in the campaign. And
All right.
I got a good idea where you're going to be going the next couple of games, assuming you're going to stick with your plan. So next game, I think we still have the next game, right, Deb?
I think so. Hold on.
It's in September, I guess, late September, so we won't be traveling until mid-October. So I don't know if it's going to affect our October game or not, but it might.
You won't.
I am also traveling mid-October.
We'll be
Yeah,
traveling.
it looks like
to
the
meet
next game will
Troy.
be the 25th, and then
Yeah, the next game's the 25th. I'll be back.
yep, and then the 30th of October would be the next one, I think, or it might be the 23rd.
It'll be the 23rd, and we'll be back.
Perfect.
We'll literally have just gotten back.
Gotcha.
Cool. So yeah. So it looks like these games will be unaffected by it. So
Yay!
great game, everyone. I am
All right. Good
gonna
night,
call it.
everyone.
Exiting out now.
Buenos dias.
Take care of yourselves.
Yes. Nobody have surgery, please, between now.
Yeah, good game, guys.
Troy, I would normally stick around, but you really need to rest, and your voice is starting to
Yep.
fade. So I'm not going to make you talk.
No problem. I'm gonna
I'm
go
going
and
to do the right thing, and I'm going to call it an early night.
yeah, me too. I'm just gonna check on the Brewer score.
All right, everyone, and that is going to do it for me this evening as well. Remember, the greatest gift that you can give to a streamer is a gift of your time. And I appreciate that you guys gave me the gift of yours this evening. Whether it was for 5 minutes or 3 hours. Whichever, thanks so much for having been here with me. Thanks, of course, to Cajun Tuna for continuing to support the channel with a resub. And I will be back again tomorrow night for Stompy Mech Night. Good night, everybody, and I'll see you soon.